Welcome back to my bee shed. This is the first real bee inspection or hive inspection since I installed the package about a week ago. So I've kept up on the food. Let's see what's happening inside. Okay, taking off the top cover. And taking off the honey super that I'm using as space for the feeder. They have drank almost the entire quart of food. Let me grab the smoker. I had it going. It may not be going very well right now. Take off the inner cover. Now I should grab my tools. 1 second. Try to grab a couple tools. Good thing they're on the shelf handy here in the bee shed. So I've got my frame grabbing tool. I've got a brush. And I've got my hive tool. I'm going to start. The bees are covering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's bees on both sides of 6 frames. So I'm going to start by backing off. Moving slow, moving quiet. Okay. I'm going to pull up this frame. This frame, they have built a small spot, roughly a 1 inch of comb all the way to full depth, and there's a trace of comb on that side. The next frame, I'm gonna use this just to avoid snagging any of the girls. Wow, there's a lot of bees here. I'm going to take a look at the queen cage here. All of the candy is gone. There's some bees in there, but I don't see what would be a queen since the candy is completely gone, but the bees are crawling in and out of it, so I'm going to set it down real careful and give them a chance to leave that. There is a lot of comb, I would say roughly 4 inches, that's built out deep enough to use, although I don't know. I am not an expert. There is a lot of built out comb, and it has a lot of sugar syrup in it. I see a little bit maybe of what has some pollen in it. I see some what I think is bees with the wax platelets being made on the back. they're working hard building out wax, building out comb. Be really careful sliding this back in. It's moving really slow here. I'd say that the majority of this frame, with the hollow where that queen cage was, this side is built out with comb. Same with this side. I'm seeing pollen and comb. Pollen. I think I maybe see some eggs that are down there, but I can't tell for sure. I'm looking for a queen, but I'm not seeing for sure. Oh, I see the queen. She's right there at the top. You see her? Right there at the top in the middle. Wow, that's cool. So I've seen my queen. I know she's there. She's on this frame. I'm going to be really gentle putting it back in. Maybe this would have been easy if I'd have taken more frames out. I'm going to give these girls time to kind of move out of the way so I can get the next frame. This has quite a bit of built-out comb. I don't think it's deep enough for anything but some sugar water, or maybe that's nectar. I don't know, they've been really busy. It's been really sunny outside. That looks like it's got quite a bit of comb built out. Maybe 20% of the frame. They're moving a little bit out of the way, so maybe you can see some of it. It definitely has some pollen and some nectar. Maybe it's nectar and sugar water. I've been feeding, you know, they've taken nearly a quart of sugar water. I'm going to slowly push these together. Give them a chance to get out of the way so no one gets squished. These bees appear to be really gentle. They're just working away. This frame here has a little bit of drawn out comb. Just a tiny bit of drawn out comb right there. But they're moving, so you can see the little bit of drawn out comb. Some of it has pollen in it. Move the queen cage out of the way. Now this frame has a little bit of drawn out comb and nothing on this side. Although there's bees on the next frame, I'm not going to pull it out because I can tell that it's not been drawn out at all. So I'm going to close the hive back up. I will top off the feeder And I think that's push them together really slow. Okay, I'm going to put the inner cover back on. Now, I'm going to button it up. I'm going to top off the sugar water container, put it back in, and I think I'm going to leave them alone for another week. So we'll come back and let you see what's going on. This is just some footage of the girls on the landing board on the outside. Thought you might be interested in this. They have definitely been busy. It's 6 o'clock at night here in Ketchikan, Alaska. We still have a couple hours of light. The sun is shining almost directly on the opening to the hive. I'm trying to watch for some of the pollen sacs on the back legs. I thought I saw some on some of them. Yeah, I see some pollen sacs on that girl there. These bees are actually a little smaller than what I was expecting. Maybe I can set something up there to give you an idea of scale. Maybe I'll put the putting a dime over here so you can kind of get an idea of scale of how big the bees are. That is a dime. You could get two, if not maybe three or four, three of these little bees on that dime. At least with how packed they were inside the hive. So please hit like, hit subscribe, share it with your friends, and give me some feedback on what I'm doing right and what I'm doing wrong with my hive. I'll talk to you again later.